Whenever people ask me how I got into the field of media ethics, I kind of laugh because there was a point there where I thought I was never going to go to college. I had a really hard time in high school. Not academically, but socially. I decided I would probably never make it through college, so I left high school in May and immediately started beauty school in July. By the time I was 19, I was a fully licensed cosmetologist for hair, skin, and nails. I was licensed to do SFX makeup, and I was actively working at a few different places. I was a working drag queen who performed at Nashville Pride. I worked at multiple haunted houses and was doing makeup for pageants and also weddings. Then I moved away from my home state, the state I was desperate to move away from, and I moved to Georgia. In Georgia, I continued my education for cosmetology, but I also tried out a few different jobs in marketing, sales, etc. I was a social media manager, I was a barista, I've done a little bit of everything. I was a huge wanderer. I was just kind of finding my way. While wandering, though, I got myself in a pretty unsafe situation with a very unstable and violent man. This relationship destroyed me, and I ended up attempting to take my own life in July of 2020. I had a full mental breakdown, and I was enrolled in an intensive mental health program for 6.5 months. My entire life was put on hold so that I didn't die. During the program, my therapist helped me escape my abusive situation and helped me start to figure out what I want to do with my life. With some encouragement from my mother, I decided to go back to school for an associate's degree, just an associate's degree, in film. Pretty quickly, I realized how much I loved being back in an academic setting, especially when it was on my terms. I was really anxious to go back, though, because I wasn't 18. I would be taking freshman classes with people roughly 4 to 5 years younger than me, and I had no idea how to handle that. But I got really comfortable when it turns out one of my friends in one of the first ever classes I took was a 65-year-old woman. I realized that I could restart my life at any age, and it was okay. That pursuing education was admirable, not scary. I decided to go for a full bachelor's pretty soon, but it wasn't until I started taking philosophy classes that I decided to go ahead and get my master's in media ethics. I fell in love with my philosophy classes. They were so amazing, and I can't, love on my teacher enough that helped me figure out this is what I want to do with my life. And after Trump got elected, I realized the true importance of education, especially around media ethics and anti-censorship. And that's when I decided to go for my full PhD. Because I take summer classes, I've been absolutely speeding through my programs, which is super cool. And I love this field, and I love this information, and I'm excited to share even more of it with you guys in the future. Yay, school!